Okay, guys. How's everyone doing this morning? Okay, no. There's going to be no music. So, guys, no music in this one. YouTube keeps on. YouTube keeps on calling me out on the music. So, there's no music. Sorry. Let me just change this because this is a new. I'm pretty sure this is a new live stream. This is the old live stream. So let me just get rid of this. I think I'm live. So this is the new live stream. I think this is it here. Yeah, I think this is it. Maybe I'll just go back into my events because you got so many things running. It's crazy. I need two computers. Let me just have a look. So don't worry about this thumbnail. It's already 18 people watching. Is that right? So yeah, I've started. I've actually started. All right, and I think I'm on Facebook as well. So in this live stream, guys, I want to show you how to make one Bitcoin a day. Two scenarios, and this is hey everyone, hey Andrew, hey Gerald. This is from a question called by Regish, Harris Regish. So he's been a long-term friend on Facebook. He was always watch my content and just a nice guy trying to get ahead like we all are. And he asked me, hey Jizzy Mac. Sorry guys, there's no Litecoin. Hey Garth, hey David, hey Logan, hey guys going, hey Troy. So yeah, Regish asked me basically how do I make one Bitcoin a day. Well, I'll give you two scenarios how to make one Bitcoin a day. It's pretty simple, but there's always a but. There's always a catch to it, guys. Let me just have my Coke Zero. This Coke Zero that I've got here, this is this cost about, I don't know, probably about $2. No, $1.50. It's kind of a weird. It's a skinny one. It's a long skinny one. But anyway, that's what you get in Thailand. Love the Coke Zero. Freaking addicted to the shit. So now, before I go into this method, right? This is been proven over and over and over and over again. This is rock solid, but to implement this is not hard. It's not easy, and most people, like the information I'm about to give you, when you get to the point of here's the information, go and do it, this is where people stop, right? So it's all people want to make one Bitcoin a day. Who doesn't? What's Bitcoin now? I don't know. I haven't looked, but it hit nearly 2,200 yesterday. Everyone wants to make one Bitcoin a day, right? But not everyone does, or very, very few people do. Why is that so? It's because when it comes to the implementation and doing it, people stop. That's where they stop, and this is the biggest hurdle, obstacle that's stopping them, right? Because they got things going in their head, right? It's stopping them, and it's all mental. This whole thing of making money online, okay, 99% of it is mental. The reason why you're not making money is because it's mental. You're right. You have issues that have come up in the past that you brought up and blah 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 blah. I don't want to go into it. I'll be here all day here explaining it. But that's the issue why you're not making money. That's why you're not making 10 grand. That's why you're not making 20. That's why you're not making 50 grand. Because you have all these issues that are holding you back in the past. And every time that you get to a point where you exceed that threshold, all of a sudden you go back into your little ball and your little bubble, and then you think to yourself, oh, that's all I'm worth. This is the main issue, right? So this is a whole psychological issue to it, which I cannot solve. You're gonna have to solve that yourself, and it starts with just really saying to yourself that you really, really deserve it. And if you really deserve it, then you'll take the action, and then you'll enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, with that said, what I'm about to show you is, again, it's really irrelevant because you have to get the stuff up here right first. Without here first, what I'm about to show you is useless. So that's why I'm showing you, because I know that most people won't do it. It's not going to impact on me one bit on my... I mean, I'll show you, but whether you implement it, that's on you. It's not on me. I don't need sending you any referral links. So I want to give you two scenarios. One's going to be Genesis Mining, right? And one's going to be mining yourself. Okay, Genesis Mining and own equipment. I'm going to show you the difference, right? And then you can decide, you know, what's best for you. Not everything's best for you. I'll talk about the differences. Now, these are both, okay, both scenarios that I'm showing you now are both hands-free. Well, literally hands-free. You don't need any referrals. This is no referral program. You need people to join your little program for you to make money. No program, no money, just you and the computer screen, or you or whatever you got to implement. No referrals needed. So that's the good part. So let's go to Genesis Mining. If you don't know what Genesis Mining is, you've been living under a rock. You need to be slapped in the head, because this is a godsend. It's an absolutely godsend. I make about, well, I'll be honest, I make about $400 a day from Genesis Mining, okay? And I've been telling people I make $200 a day. Well, technically I do make $200 a day, but I make more on referral commissions, all right? So there you go. And I use their referral commissions to buy more hash power, okay? So go figure. So now Genesis Mining is, but I'm not going to go through it. You guys can do your research. They're the real deal, blah, blah, blah. They had issues. They got hacked recently. They're the biggest Bitcoin mining operations outside North America, blah, blah, blah. Outside China, blah, blah, blah. They got 500,000 paying customers they pay every day. They got real infrastructure. It's all there. It's all online, guys. Okay, I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, so let's do the Genesis Mining case scenario. Now, the reason why it's in Thai, because I logged into my account and I didn't switch it to English, and now it's all on Thai, but I think I can figure out the interface since I've been here a million times. So let's just go to Genesis Mining. For you to make 1 Bitcoin a day, let's just say the price of Bitcoin, I don't even know, I haven't even checked. Wow, 3,200. Let's just say, for example, for just to keep it, you know, easy, because, you know, I'm not a complicated guy. I'm a pretty basic guy. Hey, Pathish. Hey, Victor. Hey, Peter. Tech to all. Yeah, Genesis Mining is paying, guys. They just had issues, plus the fork, and then they got hacked last week. Hey, Kevin Mata. So yeah, I got paid this morning, guys. They're back on track, so no biggie. Just obviously the hacking, and then obviously the fork, and then it's just so many things have come. But I can assure you, right? I looked into my account today, and I've been paid. I've been back paid. It's all sweet. Okay. I've been in Genesis Mining for over 12 months, guys. Okay, I can vouch for them. Trust me on this. It's the only company that I trust. Nothing else. Nothing. I do not trust. Guys, let me repeat this. I do not trust anything ever else online. Nothing. Only program. And it's not even a program. It was, they started the server. They started this thing the first, and they had so much demand. Then they started offering it to their clients. The only program that I trust is Genesis Mining. I do not trust anything else, because everything else in the last 10 years has failed and stopped paying. Well, it hasn't failed. It stopped. Well, yeah, it stopped paying. Everything stopped paying. So Genesis Mining, let's get into it. Now, if you want to make 1 Bitcoin a day, I want to give you the scenario, right? You need Well, let's just see here. 26,000. Okay, so if we just go to the calculator, this is just a general calculator, but it's pretty accurate. I mean, it's pretty accurate. So let's just do this. 3,500. You might need 3,500. Okay. Yeah, 3,284. And again, difficulty on Bitcoin will change, will fluctuate. So it'll get less and less and less. But then Bitcoin's going to go up and up and up. As you see, Bitcoin went up $200 in the last, I don't know, 48 hours. Okay. So it's going to combat. So is it worth mining Bitcoin? Absolutely, it's worth mining Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin's going to be 10 grand next Q2 next year. So, hell yeah. So, you need, just as approximately, there's the many calculators out there, you need approximately 3,500 terahash, right? I'm not going to put any consumption power or anything because it's through Genesis. You pay fees, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you need about approximately 3,500 terahash. So for those of you that don't know, all you do is you just log into your account, and then this top one here is the open-ended Bitcoin. You just slide it across here and then you pay. But here's the thing. 26,000 is only going to get you 200. Uh-oh. So let's just go 2,500. That's what 3,500 is what you need to make 1 Bitcoin a day. This is in Genesis mining case scenario. Just again, it just fluctuates, but this is just to give you a ballpark. That means let's divide that by 200. 17.5 times 26,000. So it's going to roughly, approximately cost you 450,000. Okay, it's going to cost you approximately 450,000, maybe a little bit less. Let's just say 400k to 450k. Okay, if you dropped 450 or 450 round about that right now into Genesis mining, you'd be making 1 Bitcoin a day. Okay, so that's Genesis mining. See what I mean? It's easy, isn't it? Now, obviously, people that don't have 450k. Well, there are people that do, would you believe? But not everyone will. 99% of people won't, right? So how do you do it? Well, you just have to compound, right? You just have to compound. You just got to compound for the next 3 to 5 years. That's the only way to do it. What you need to do, the best way to do it, this is what I recommend. Right? You obviously don't have 455,000 is just completely out of this world for most people. So how do you do it? Well, what you have to do is you have to put in like $100 a day. So buy the minimum or the maximum. Just put as much as you can, in my opinion. So work out a budget. So you've got like, you get your paycheck. Your paycheck, sorry, didn't mean to offend you, but I'm really talking about myself here, you know, because I used to work for a job and it is a paycheck. That's what I call it, a paycheck. Our accountant guy that used to go around and give our paychecks, he used to go around and he'd give our, you know, at our job, he'd give they did it the old school way where they just give the paper. They have the paper and they give the accountant, for some reason, used to come around and give you the bit of paper, right? And you'd open it up and here's your paycheck. And every time I'd go like this to him, and he'd be a real smart ass because he's South African, and I'd be going like this, and he'd be looking at me like in a funny way, and I'd be saying, see, it's no heavier, meaning we're getting the same shit every week. We're not getting any more, and he didn't get it. I think he got it, but he knew I was just a smart ass because what we got every week was not enough. That's what I was trying to tell him. And I don't think he got the joke. He got really pissed off at me. But he was a good guy. I said goodbye to him when I left. I only said goodbye to certain people when I left. Oh, it was so hilarious, hilarious. Oh man, that was such a good day when I left that job. That's when I left to Thailand. I just came straight to Thailand. That was 16 months ago, 17 months ago. So that's the deal. So what you got to do is you got to figure out what you can afford every paycheck, and then you got to stick to it, right? So if you can afford make some sacrifices. If you can afford $100 a day, $100 a week, then you have to pull up a spreadsheet, put up $100, commit to putting $100 a week, and then you have to do not miss 1 week. Now for you to reinvest, so you have enough to reinvest every day, you're gonna need about 5K. So, which is, let's just say approximately 40 or 38 terahash. So once you bought about 38 terahash of power, then you'll get the minimum, which is about $30 a day, or a bit less, or a bit more. And then what I'm saying is, now that you've reached that 30, 40 terahash a day, that's producing enough to buy the minimum account, the minimum terahash, which is 0.2 terahash. That means every day now, once you reach 5K, you're reinvesting, right? You get paid every day from Genesis. You take that money and then you come and buy another contract. Once you get to about 5K, or once you spend about 5K. So keep on doing that. Keep on doing that. It's going to take you a long time, but it's worth it, okay? I've been in it for 12 months. Now, obviously, there's some big whales out there that have dumped some stupid money in this program. I'm serious. There is some stupid people. Like, they're not stupid. They just dumped some stupid money in it. And they're just laughing all the way to the bank. I know because I've collected commissions on it, all right? I had two guys that dumped in 26,000. That's not the first time. So many times. So there's people throwing some money at this because I understand that Genesis is a real company and, you know, it's safe. Look, there's nothing that, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed because things can happen. You know, we've seen that with the hacking and all this sort of stuff, but they're big enough. They're big enough to get through all the shit, right? Just quickly check the comments. Look, I'm not saying borrow money, Peter, but you know, that's up to you, you know. That is totally up to you. I'm not saying that's up. You guys make your own financial decisions. I'm just giving you a case scenario, and you guys can figure it out. You're about to figure it out. I love Genesis. It's awesome. Okay, now let's give you another scenario. Now this scenario is better. Okay, it's 5 times better than Genesis Mining. I recommend you still do both, because this scenario is not hands-free. This one, you're gonna have to do some work. This takes a lot of your time. You're gonna have to monitor it. You're gonna have to babysit it, but it's 5 times more profitable. The return on your investment is at least 5 times more profitable. All right. Now what is it? It's buying your own equipment and housing it in your basement, garage, wherever, right? Wherever you can get access to power. Right. So what you're doing is, with Genesis Mining, you're buying hash power, and then they're doing everything for you, right? But with this, you're buying your own equipment and you're setting it all up yourself. And there's a bit of a learning curve, but it's all plug and play. Okay, all these machines are plug and play. It's pretty easy to do. It's not easy, but it's learnable. Okay. It's learnable. So this is what I recommend. I recommend the D3s. All right, I bought 10 of these the other day. And the reason why, out of all the miners from Antminer, there is another miner too, but it's 10 grand. It's from another company. But the D3 are hot as, like, these are as hot as buggery right now. Now, for example, this D3, it's a Dash Miner, X11. This puts out the equivalent of 500 GPUs. So if you had a rig with 500 GPUs, 500 graphics cards, this is what this one machine puts out. It's the latest from Antminer. There is another one from another company, but it's the most powerful right now, and this thing is a freaking beast, right? And they lowered the price actually, and when they came online, I just snapped up 4. sorry, 10 straight away. So let's go have a look at what it is, what it does. This is a Dash miner. So whether you're mining Dash, whether you're mining Litecoin, and you go in Genesis, you can. They've got Bitcoin, they've got Ethereum, they've got Monero. The Litecoin is out at the moment. You can. It doesn't really matter what you mine, as long as you make the money. You can convert it later. Okay, I mean, just go to Changelly.com or Changelly.io or whatever, and just convert it. Make your Bitcoin. If you're making Ethereum, just switch it over to Bitcoin. If you're making Litecoin, just switch it to Bitcoin. If you're making Dash, it doesn't matter what you mine. What matters is the profitability. That's what matters. Now these machines, right? They're from Bitmain, right? Bitmain's a reputable company. Okay, I can vouch for them. Right? Trust me, I've spent a lot of money with these guys in the last 2 weeks. These miners are just miners, okay? Each miner does a specific job, and that's it, right? You can't mine big. Each machine is specifically for that machine. That's it. So when you purchase it, make sure you know what you're purchasing. Now this Antminer D3 is the Dash, okay, X11. So let's just go and have a look at the specs. This is the specs on it. I think it's 1200. Yeah, it's 1200. Actually, this is 1200 there, and I'm running it probably. My power is probably 7 cents. So you're going to make about $191 a day from this machine. Let me just go to another one here. So basically, this is like 5 times more profitable than Genesis mining, okay? But it's in-house. So the hash rate is 5. Power watt is 1200. Power consumption, mine's about 7, I think. Pool fees, 1%. Hardware cost, 1500. Actually, hardware cost is going to cost you more because you're going to need a PSU, which is basically a power unit. So let's just say plus shipping, plus 1800, okay? Now the difficulty with this will keep on going up and up and up. So there it is about there, okay? $200, that's about there, okay? That's about right. So this calculator here at Coin Wars is going to give you about $207 a day, and then this one here, Crypto Compare, that's going to give you about $191. It's going to fluctuate, okay? But it's going to generally go down every day. So your return on investment, 8 days of break even. I don't know if that looks right. Yeah, that's about right. All right. So here's the deal with Genesis Mining. Let's just do the exact comparison, and I'll show you why owning your equipment is way more profitable. If you want a hands-free scenario, then go Genesis Mining. If you're too busy with your job and too busy with all your stuff, then go with Genesis Mining. But in my opinion, I would just get the like I'm doing both, right? Because I've already got a big account with Genesis. So, but I just want to do something else as well because, you know, I don't want to just rely on one. We've seen that with RevShares. Okay, you guys know my background with RevShares. You trust one thing and you're screwed. I mean, Genesis Mining is probably the most trustable program in the world, but you still got to cover your ass, right? So if you tried to do this with, I'll do a comparison now, okay? Actually, I can't do a comparison because there's no fucking there's no X11 contract. So I can't do the comparison because when the X11 contract was there, I could have compared it exactly from Genesis Mining to thing. But it's about, just know it's about 5 times more. Actually, maybe even more. All right. So in other words, let's break it down. This is going to cost you $1,500, $1,600 plus the PSU plus shipping, about $1,800. All right. you're going to make about 200 bucks a day. You're going to break even in about, I don't know if that's right, generated. I think that's wrong. Hang on. It looks too good to be true. Excuse me. Yeah, that's about right. Damn, that's a freaking stupid return on investment. Yeah, that's pretty much right, guys. Give or take. Let's just say 9 days, right? 9 days. You're gonna get your on this machine. Okay. Let's just say 14 days, just to be, because it's making about 200 bucks a day. 200, yeah, 9 days. That is insanity. That's insanity, guys. So if you buy this machine, you're going to get your ROI. It means you're going to get your, 1,800 bucks back in 9 days. 9. That's why I bought 10 of them. Okay. Now, then you try to do that in Genesis Mining. Cannot do it. So basically, even though Genesis Mining is awesome, if you want to mine, it's way more awesome because it's going to cost you less money. You're going to get your return on investment faster, and you're going to get to that 1 Bitcoin faster with less money. But you're going to have to, Now here's the problem. Okay, there's always a problem, right? You can't get these machines. So these are going to cost you about 1,500 plus. The PSU is about $101 plus shipping. Let's just say about 1,800, right? And then your return on investment is about, let's just say 9 days. Okay, so if you try to do this in Genesis, it would be probably, even though Dash 11 is pretty good, about 7 months. Okay, 7 months as opposed to 9 days. And you'll be in profit faster. So that's what I'm saying. Buy equipment. I mean, I still recommend you do both. Now, how do you get to 1 Bitcoin a day with this scenario? We're going to have to really stretch this. Okay, 1 Bitcoin a day. Let's just do the sums. Man, we're going to need some serious freaking horsepower here. We're going to need some serious horsepower. 15. Let's just go for, my math sucks. Let's just go for 15 machines, okay? 15 times 15. 225, 225. No, we're going to need more. 20 times 15. 300. Yeah, baby, that'll do it. Let's just say 18 machines. 18 times 15. Now you're gonna, yeah, 18 machines. You're gonna need about 18 machines, okay? 200 times 18. Oh shit, that's a lot of power. Okay, now keep in mind as well the power that you're draining from your. If you live in New York, it's probably gonna cost you like 20 bucks, 20 cents a kilowatt. Something needs to be considered later on down the track when Dash mining doesn't get as profitable because the difficulty will go up. So you need about 18 of these suckers, okay, to make 1 Bitcoin a day. It's going to give you 270. So it's going to give you 270 gigahash per second. You need 18 machines, and it's going to cost you, let's include the PSUs, so 1,700, that's including the PSU. Actually, that's more than 1,900. Oh, let's just not worry about the shipping for once. Okay, so it's going to give you 16, 1700 because they're 109. So let's just say 1700. That's including the PSU times 18. So it's going to cost you 30 grand, right? 30 grand to make 1 Bitcoin per day. All right. Now there's a scenario, guys. Again, you're mining different. Okay. So with this here, you're doing Dash X11. That's a contract, and then this one here you're doing Bitcoin. Okay. So Genesis mining, you're doing Bitcoin because there's no more Dash available in Genesis. So there's pretty much it. There's the breakdown there. So with Genesis mining, you're going to need at least 3,500 terahash. Going to cost you 400 to 450,000. You make 1 Bitcoin a day with Bitcoin, mining Bitcoin. Right, that's your SHA-256 contract. Or with you can mine your own equipment with Dash 11. You need at least 18 D3s, right? And I've already got 10. So you need 18, which is going to cost you 30,600, and you're going to make your investment back in about. Actually, I've got to look at that. 2,700, because it's now. Here's the thing, guys. This might look good, but you've got to take into consideration. You got to take in consideration the difficulty. Excuse me. Because guess what? Everyone's doing the same shit. Meaning, you've only got a. I mean, it's still going to be profitable. Okay, there's no point. There's no. When you can get something back on your money in freaking 9 days, of course it's going to be profitable. You know, you're going to get people that are not going to do it, and you're going to get people that are going to do it. It's that simple, right? Some people are going to take the risk, some people aren't. The more people that don't take the risk, it's more money for. It's more money for people like me who have taken the risk. For some reason, I don't know why that's given me such a fast return on investment. Maybe the difficulty's up, lost, not now. But last time I did it the other day, it was like 14 days. And then I did it again, it was like 3 weeks. So don't really look at your return on investment too much. Just look at the daily. All right, just look at the daily. And here it's got it at 1.1 Bitcoin a day, which is 3,700. And then if we do it here, see, again, this is different again. See, this is 3,300. Okay. So that's your case scenarios, guys. Is it what's more profitable? Well, it's obvious, right? Equipment. That's why I bought 10, right? Now 10's gonna only make 10's only gonna make 10's only gonna make me about 1,800 a day, but you know, I'm happy with that. So then the next scenario what you got with that is, see, once you're at that stage where you're making that sort of type of money, what I'm going to be doing is rolling it into more. So then what I'll do is I'll get 10 machines, because I've got 10 machines coming. Then what I'll do is I'll buy 10 more. Then I'll buy 10 more. Then I'll buy 10 more. So I'll get to, you know, I want to get to 100 machines by, hopefully by February next year. You know what I mean? So if I have 100 machines, you know, anywhere from, the difficulty is going to get a lot more. So I could be making anywhere from maybe 8,000 to 15,000 a day if I have 100 machines. So that's my goal. But that's the problem. Everyone's doing this, and the machines that you're buying now, they're extremely hard to get, right? So that's the scenarios, guys. That is the scenarios. That is how you make bank. That is why I'm not bothering with rev shares. Why would I bother? Yeah, look, there's guys doing it now. If you can get a bank loan, yeah, happy days. Now, these numbers, they're a bit skewed as well. So don't look at your return on investment. Um, like the numbers that you're looking now, like these numbers are going to be different tomorrow, and every day the difficulty gets more. You know what I mean? Like you might be making, for one machine, um, yeah, $189 today, but tomorrow you won't be making. You might be making more. You might be just depends, but over time you'll be making less and less. Okay, so in 1 month's time you could be only making $100 a day. That's the risk that you take. In 3 months' time you could only be making $50 a day from that same machine. Because the reason why is because everyone's buying the machine, right? Everyone's mining. It's a big pool. It's a big lake, right? It's a big lake, and now instead of 10 fishermen fishing for that lake, because there's only a certain amount that can get produced, now you've got 100 fishermen. So then each fisherman has to divide by 100. You know what I mean? And then every month, more fishermen come on board. And then the next month there's 200 fishermen. Then the next month there's 300 fishermen. So you've all got to divide the profits. So how do you beat it? Well, you have to get in first. So by the time you get your machines, it's going to be November. I'm already mining in October. You know what I mean? I'm mining in October. I get machines in October. Boom. I'm going to set that shit up, and I'm going to start mining. So the next batch is coming out in November. So you got October, November. You got another month, 2 months. The difficulty is going to be a lot higher. Just do these calculations every day, and you'll see that it's going to drop and drop and drop. So how do you combat that? Well, you got to put the money in. You got to get the investment in as fast as you can. You got to keep on buying machines, and you're going to reinvest your money to keep the money coming in every day. You know what I mean? So, is it profitable? Yeah, it's profitable, but every month it's going to become less profitable. You know what I mean? But it's still more profitable than Genesis Mining. So you have to figure out for yourself what's the best scenario. Do I want to continue to buy machines to compete with everyone else because the pie is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller? Same with Bitcoin. The pie is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. But you got to think of it long term. There's so many people mining Bitcoin now. I mean, if you buy S13 putting out 13.5 terahash a day, you're going to only make about $9 a day from that machine that's going to cost you $1,700. But is it profitable? Is it profitable? Of course it's profitable, because Bitcoin's going to go to 5K at the end of the year. It's going to be 10K Q2. In 2019, 2020, on the next halving, Bitcoin could shoot to 20, 30,000, even more, maybe 50,000. So whatever Bitcoin you're mining right now, it mightn't seem profitable, but as long as the difficulty goes up and the price, excuse me, guys. The thing for it to be profitable is as long as the price goes up and it meets and the difficulty go up in parallel, then you got nothing to worry about. Now with Bitcoin, that is going to happen. Bitcoin's no question, but it's the biggest. It's the biggest pie, and they got them. You know, you got massive. There's a pool. There's a factory. There's a city in China that all they do is mine Bitcoin. One city in China, which I watched a YouTube video on. They do 100. They got 100,000 terahash from this one facility. They got 6 facilities. Okay, so this is the extent. In other words, you'd need 7,000 S9s to put out what they put out, which would cost you some stupid amount of money, 10 million. But the pie is still big enough, because right now Bitcoin's only 3,200, and it's going to get to, 50,000 in about 3 or 4 years. The pie is way big enough. Now, is the pie big enough for Dash? I think Dash is going to get to $1,000, but it's like anything, right? Ethereum, Dash, it's all still early days. Where is it going to be in 12 months' time? The price is going to go up. So you have to make this investment. It's a gamble. Did you buy the equipment hoping Dash is going to go up or not? Oh, I've already bought the equipment. I know it's going to go up. Just the profitability is going to be less and less every day. So if you get into buy these machines, what I just showed you, just know the profitability is going to be less and less every day. And you're going to get all these people buying machines, and it's going to become less and less profitable, okay? So that's the scenario. But one machine right now is going to make you about $189 a day. Let it run 24/7. Go to your day job, do whatever. Still profitable, right? Of course it's still profitable. I'm just going to get to some questions. Yes, all miners are sold out. You can buy, if you want to buy a D3 off me, which is this one here, you can have it for 8,000. Okay, I got 10 of them. I'm serious. I'm serious. If you want to buy a D3 off me right now, just contact me and I'll give it to you for $8,000. You're still going to make your money back. You're still going to make your money back in pretty quick, maybe 2 months. Okay, then you'll be making $200 a day or less. All right, so these things you can't get. These you can't get these things. They're in such high demand. But this before I close, if you want some L3s, I got some L3s. Okay, these are not as profitable, but still, Litecoin's going to go up. Let's just look at the Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin. These are 504s. Okay, 800. So these make you about $25 to $26 a day. So if you want a Litecoin miner, I've got 10 of them as well. Just hit me up, and I'm probably going to sell them for $5,000 each, and I'll deliver them to your door with free shipping, and you won't get it till October. Okay, so that's this one here. Again, this is sold out as well. All right, the Litecoin miner is sold out as well. I've got 10 of them. So if you want the Litecoin miner, hit me up. $5,000 each, free delivery. All right. If you want the AMP miner, I'm not selling it, but if someone's stupid enough to throw, I wouldn't say stupid, because you're still going to make your return on investment. I mean, you put your money in the bank, you're going to get 5%, right? You just go out and take a loan. If you want to buy if you want to buy this off me, you can, right? $8,000 each. You're still gonna make your money back within probably a month and a bit. Well, you do the scenario. 8 days, 8 fours, 9 fours or 30. You're gonna make your money back in 36 days, even if you bought this off me at this price. And then it's all gravy, right? It's all gravy. So if you want to buy the D3 off me, $8,000, just let me know, and I'll as soon as I get the release in October, I'll ship it directly to your door with free shipping. All right? It's still profitable. You're still going to make your money back in about 36 days, and then it's all profit. Okay. So anyway, guys, they're the scenarios. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. If you got questions, you just gotta wait for them, Cherry. You just have to wait for them. I haven't tried it because I haven't got my machines yet, Blake. But trust me, they're the shit. Okay. The Litecoin miners, if you want to go to the site and try to get it, you can. Feel free, but you can't, because you can't get them. Just go to Bitmain. All right? These guys are the real deal. Okay? These guys are the real deal. They've got massive... Just research Bitmain. All right? He's responsible for the freaking Bitcoin Cash. Okay? Everyone knows Bitmain. Everyone knows Bitmain. All right? His reputation precedes him. He's making a shitload of money. Shitload of money. All right, so Not so good on it's not so good on Bcash at the moment though. I sold my Bcash. Yeah, so that's it, guys. They're the scenarios. Again, Genesis Mining is a good scenario. It is a good company. Okay, Genesis Mining is good. It's good for people that just basically don't want to do anything hands-free. Just keep on buying. I recommend you do both. I recommend you buy Genesis Mining, but then I recommend you also buy one machine. If you're not big on how to do all that technical stuff, then maybe buying machines not for you. Just keep on buying the, what do you call it? The machines, like, you know. But that's the deal. The machines are the most profitable. All right. Let me just check some comments and I'm going to close down, guys. Where am I going to store them? Well, I wouldn't tell you, Lou. Somewhere safe, mate. Hey, Atiza. Hey, William. Yeah. I won't be telling anyone where I have my I'm excited about it because I'm really excited about it because now that I told you guys I've stepped away from RevShares. I'm gonna have my own like my own little mini Bitcoin mining / Dash mining, Litecoin mining factory here in Thailand. It's gonna be my little, just like my little ATM machines, just cranking over. Then I got Genesis as well, and I got Gigawatt coming as well. So all this stuff that I'm doing is geared towards mining, and it's geared towards doing not having to rely on people to join my program, and they're just turning over 24/7 machines making me money. That's why I told you guys I've stepped away from RevShares. All right. The Panda 3 Plus is out of all the machines, the Panda B3 is the worst. It's the worst. Okay, I would even get a Litecoin mine over the Panda. The Panda, from what I've seen, there's so many issues with the Panda. But again, the B3 is a new one, so it could be new, you know. So, but even Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum's coming back a little bit, but GPU mining, I mean, it's I don't think it's as profitable than ASIC mining. So that's why everyone's got the ASIC miners. If you were to get the same in the ASIC, you know, you need I think you need 17. No, I think you need 8. You need 8 pandas to get the equivalent of one D3. 8 or 17. I'll have to have a look at the numbers. But I don't like the Panda miners. I don't like them. In my opinion, I would stay away from them. So again, this stuff here, what I just showed you numbers, it's not just a matter of buying the machines. You need to. There's a learning curve to it. You're gonna have to learn this stuff. You're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to set it up in your basement. You're gonna have to make sure that there's enough cooling. You're gonna have to learn this stuff. You're gonna have to set it all up, make sure it runs. You're gonna have to figure out which pool. There's a lot to it. It's not just a matter of buying the machines and making money. There's a whole learning curve to it. So it's not for everyone. The mining, owning your mining equipment is way more difficult than the Genesis mining. Genesis mining is just buying ad packs. Any monkey can do Genesis mining. That's why I'm doing Genesis mining, because I want shit that's hands-free. But it's less profitable. It's way more profitable to do your own equipment. This cat's giving me the shits. Coke's not the best thing for you, but anyway. So I recommend you do both. Get your feet wet. You know what I mean? But the longer you leave it, if you're gonna get your machines, the longer you leave it, it's becoming less and less profitable every day. But it's still profitable. It's still profitable, guys. I was the 10th here in my Dash wallet. Thanks. There's no giveaway, guys. I don't know why people are leaving their Dash. I don't know why people are leaving their Dash wallet on YouTube. You're not getting any money. I don't know why people leave just because I done one thing. You know, you're not gonna get. You know what I mean? There's no giveaway, guys. There's no money, and you should be sending me money for giving you this information that it just made you bucket load of money if you act on it. That's what you should be doing. All right. So maybe I should be putting my thing. Genesis Mining not paying. Well, I got paid this morning, Mohammed, and I've been paid up to date. So I recommend Mohammed that you do this. I recommend everyone do this because there's still people that are not getting informed, and you need to get informed, guys, because you're just spreading FUD. Right, go to Genesis Mining. I got paid. Look, I got paid. I don't know about you guys, but 11 hours. I said we're continually working on delayed payments. That was 11 hours ago. The operation is influenced by this, and we continue as normal. Now, since that update, I got paid. But then again, you know, they've had difficulties with the hacking, and then they've had difficulties with the fork. Okay, so they'll get back on track. You just need to give them some time. I've been with Genesis Mining for 12 months. Like any business, there'll always be difficulties, but Genesis Mining are pretty good, man. They'll sort the difficulties out. You've just got to get back to doing it, okay? So follow them on Twitter, okay? That is my recommendation. Follow them on Twitter. Then you'll know you get up to speed, and then you won't have to ask me. You know what I mean? I'm referring to your space for them, NG. Yeah, I won't be telling you where they are, Lou. No biggie. I mean, you know, you're probably a nice guy, but I won't be telling anyone. In fact, there's only one person I'll tell. That's it. But no one will be knowing where my shit is. Trust me. No one needs to know anything about what I do with my machines. You know, I don't need to recruit anyone. You know what I mean? I think I'm losing my live feed, yeah. Okay, guys, if you guys got no more questions, I'm going to close it down. So I've just given you a scenario on how to earn one Bitcoin a day. Hey, thanks, Jamil. You guys can just take the information and go out and research the stuff and then do your due diligence, okay? This is just information I'm putting out there that's going to help people. There's a whole learning curve to it. There's an investment involved. There's a risk involved. And it's not as every day it becomes less profitable. Like, I'm just putting it out there and let you guys know, shooting it from the hip. Because it's like you saw these numbers today, like, oh my God, let's go out and take a loan. Like, just have to be sensible about it. And don't go and take a loan. I recommend you start off with one machine. You know, get your feet wet and then get one machine, get it up and running, figure out all the, you know, how it all works. Then it's like, okay, well now I'm making, I don't know, $50 a day or $100 a day or $200 a day. Now then from that point on, then you're about to figure out, oh, okay, then how do I scale this, right? But it all comes with starting action. You don't need to go out and buy 10 machines like I did. You just start off with one machine. Your risk is low. Learn. Then if you want to build, then do that. Or there's different ways of doing it. You can get your Genesis Mining and flip it into your machine, or take your profits from your machine and then flip it into Genesis Mining. There's so many different ways you can multiply your income. But I recommend you do Genesis Mining, and I recommend you start off with at least one machine. This is just my personal opinion. If you want to go that route, because it's, as I showed you the numbers there, even if they're skewered and they're off by 2 times, it's still way more profitable than Genesis Mining. All right. So I've done the numbers personally myself. I'm happy with the investment that I made, but that's just me. You need to do your due diligence, and you need to risk assessment for yourself. I'm not telling you to go and buy the machines. I've made the commitment. You need to do it yourself. So anyway, guys, hope I planted a seed in your head. I recommend Genesis Mining. It's awesome. And then just maybe, if you want to go the mining route, maybe start with a machine. If you're going to do any machine, I recommend either the D3, which is a Dash miner, or I recommend a Litecoin miner. Litecoin miner is only, I think it's, I have to check the price. I think 1,700 for a Litecoin miner. It's going to make you about $25 a day. That's still pretty good. Buy yourself one of those. Set that up. Okay. All right, guys. Well, with that said, have a fantastic day. Hope you guys are chilling out. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Catch you guys later. I'll answer your questions and stuff when I finish this live stream. All right. See you guys later. See yous.